club, wish I had a day just to turn up. Have to say my time's burnt up. Something like my pockets in the saddest way. Reality TV just laughs at me. Kinda like those bullies in high school. Behind scenes was catastrophe. So could everyone quit telling me what I had to be? Just to be simple with you, brother, I'm truly glad to be a fuck up. Cause right now I'm down, so homie, what's up? I know I didn't grow to get here by being stuck up. Some people out seeing how much energy they can suck up. But I'm filling the cup up, passing it to my brothers. Maybe one day I'll buy a house for my mother. Up on the mountain, awesome. Helipad so I can visit often. Send my dad golfing off with Steve Austin. Stone cold focused. Cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. It's been a minute now, milking every opportunity. I should get a cow, never seen an obstacle that I couldn't get around. But I'm not from royalty, so I didn't get a crown. These thoughts were written down for those who sit and frown. Complain every day about the blessings they were given. How do you suppose those bros in Africa are living now? Maybe you could see the light if I could shift the clouds. So I'll try, but man, look how time flies. This year came and went like drive-bys. Mama still says she's surprised by my size, but this cat survives, still got my 9 lives. So what you wanna do? Go home, relax for 5 days cause you wanted to. I'd rather be out in Bombay, but I ain't mad at you. I'm not at home to stay, I'm just passing through. There's things I have to do. Cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. I've been in the office, they asking me where I'm off. I'm thinking that I fell off, it's a bad decision to start off with. If I don't call back, don't be mad at me. Home or family is surely somewhere that I'd rather be. I've been on the road for just too long, hoping that I'll come soon, no. When that'll be, man, who knows? We guarantee y'all have something to show. Most of y'all complacent, none of y'all got patience. I know that for a fact, cause I'm part of that equation. Learned from the school of life, and this is orientation. Nothing could prepare me for what I recently been facing. Some say that gravity is too strong, but when you love, you really can't do wrong. So I'm sorry I can't move on, but I couldn't leave without this new song. Hey, cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. Cause I'm looking for my way to the top. I've been working all day, working all night. Some people telling me to just stop, but I can't leave my family hungry, sleeping at night. There's no way, no. There's no way. There's no way, no. There's no way for me to come home. When you see you get fantasies you keep, became real when you met me. What I see I get, no matter where I am, next to you is where I want to be. When you see you get fantasies you keep, became real when you met me. What I see I get, no matter where I am, next to you is where I want to be. Toughening up, we messed up in the middle. Arguing lately, and baby is giving me nothing like Benjamin Button's a riddle. Oh. Sorry if you can't keep up with me now. How many times I keep bumping around? Oh, oh, oh. Too many times I trip on the line and you huffing and puffing, I'm sitting and crying. But something is changing, truth that I'm finding. We always find out that we both got the right to go. Hey, what is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Start of the weekend. End of April. Is the start of your year going well? I'm not gonna lie, we've been keeping busy, we've been creating. Got a lot exciting stuff to go into today. But before we get started with any of that, I want to quickly shout out to Toaster. Last night he was busy building his house. I didn't do anything to do with this. Toaster's just been watching the stream, and Toaster built his own house in the metaverse. Can you believe that? Look at this, folks. He wanted me to invite you all. If you want to come in, take a look. All you have to do is type !location at any time, and that link will take you directly to where I am. Oh my goodness. Toaster's house, you're positively welcome here. Absolutely. If you ever have any trouble going through the doors, all you have to do is change your avatar. It is a bug right now that's being fixed. Just change your avatar, then press the refresh button. Simple as that. And that will allow you to get through this door. And when you come through, you're going to hear Toaster. It's pretty cool. You can put locational sounds. Let me just refresh. Let me make sure my locational... I need my locational sounds for today. Sometimes you gotta give it a second to load. There it is. You got a bunch of pictures. He's got his carpet set up. So a little cat like me loves having this space to run around. Hey, what is going on? You got people dropping in. Come on in, come on in. Remember, if you're having any trouble, yeah, there we go. If you have any trouble with the doorways, let me know. But yeah, this is Toaster's spot right here. We got some of Toaster's favorite songs lined up. Let's take a look. Toaster set up his own playlist. What do we got here, Toaster?
Hey, but they tell me, hey man, start up the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I really should have saw that one coming. Well, good choice, Toaster. Toaster he has late night parties here, you know, typically, you know, he loves just dancing around, hanging out, but oh, what's going on, Sorodu? I'm liking this. Reminds me of Lola Bunny. And I love that people who are watching the stream can also jump into here. Welcome to Toaster's house. This is Toaster's house. Yes, we have all the toys, but it seems that Toaster has limited access to the upstairs, but I think I know a little secret way. My friend over here is going to give me a little boost. And if you're nimble like a cat like me, then you can break through. Here we go. Got some more cute pictures of Toaster here.
This is him some of his first jobs working over at the kibble factory. Good job, Toaster. With his toys. How adorable. And look, if you get up to the top floor, oh look, he knows Snoop Dogg. He's very connected. If you get to the top floor, you get a nice little treat here. This is Toaster's playroom. Let's see this one right here. Oh, how adorable. Let's see what we got here. Oops. Oh.
Toaster, come here.
Well done, Toaster. This is a beautiful space that you've built here. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, and look, what does he have in his old chamber here? Of course, his tug toy. He treasures that thing. Toaster, I'm proud of you. Good job. Let's see who can find out. Syence is gonna try and. I looked at almost there. Oh, you gotta get a running start on that last one. Last one. Woo! Oh! Wow! Wait, hold on. That was kind of wild. You could have a solid party here too. Honestly, I could see. This is. If you press shift and do the jump, that's how I get across. If you hold shift. Toaster didn't make it easy, but look at this. You got those for those who can't make it to the top floor.
That's not spaghetti.
You can get a picture of Toaster eating carpet spaghetti right there. Folks, if you haven't already, we're just starting the stream off here. We're going to get started very soon with our gallery debut event. I've had the pleasure of working with a very talented artist, goes by Syence, and we're going to get to experience a gallery and a drop that is entitled Spring Waters. I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in chat right now over to our Web3 music space. Now, this space is dedicated to all musicians who are interested in connecting and bringing our art together in the Web3 space. Syence is is actually the first artist to do a drop here. And it already has a first sale. Congratulations. And this is a really special project. So without further ado, oh wait, I think I'm early. I think Pink Bambi's like expecting this to be way later. Okay. Without further ado, I'm gonna show you some of these other gallery spaces before we get to the actual main event. Talk about, that was a save. That was an absolute save. Folks, let me tell you more about because there's actually other gallery spaces here. On the bottom floor, you're going to find my gallery space. You can find my NFT right here, some videos, and each artist that we work with has edit collaboration access. That literally means, and you can use Studio, so it's very easy, and there's a free application that OnCyber provides that allows you to make this. So and you can easily, just like Google Docs, give edit access. So myself and other artists in the community have started to get together in the Discord channel for OnCyber. Jump in there if you're an artist, if you're a musician, and you would like to be in this pop-up. Let me just give you an outside look. Look at this. We have 4 floors of epic amazingness, portals and experiences built throughout. No coding experience required. For those of you who are like me, this is a welcome opportunity to start getting creative. So for us, we have different artists and creators on each floor that we try to feature. Right now, I'm sort of placeholding the bottom. Gina is building out her experience here on the second floor. She's a DJ. We have Jay, who's, well, Syence. I've been linked up with Syence for a long time. We've collaborated pre Web3, but now this is our first Web3 collaboration. This top floor is probably my favorite right here. GM's Kiwi. Kiwi, if you didn't get that code, that secret code, Drizzle. That's right, Drizzle is the secret code. This top floor, absolutely love it. It's so easy to build that literally even my dog Toaster was able to. Look at, my dog Toaster built this whole thing himself. Now, do you have a pet who you would want to potentially build a space for? Or maybe they're smart enough, like my dog Toaster, that they're gonna build their own space? Well, actually, there is a bounty. Create a house for your pet using OnCyber and earn 5,000 Aurum. Do you have a pet? Make them a space in OnCyber. Submit that here. Oh, we got 2 submissions? Look at that. We already have 2 submissions. Let's see our first one right here. Let's jump right in. This is exciting. This is community created content. Hey, let's go. This is Pot. Yay. It's Pot, folks. Yay. Pot doesn't. He's looking like he needs some kibble. Here we go, Pot. You know what? I have a feeling that Pot's living a great life, smoking some Pot too. Nice little space. Put a stressful thought in a star. What's bothering you? Is Pot okay? Tell me. Relax and watch your thought, okay? Is Pot okay? I want to make sure Pot's okay. Everything is okay. Life is okay. We're much bigger than just thinking about Pot here. The universe is over. There's been 93 million Pots. Our galaxy, so slow. Tiny. Imagine how small Pot is. Our cities. Pot, you know, maybe we shouldn't be so worried about Pot. Good. You know what? I'm inspired by this. Good job, CL. Good job, CL. I'm no longer worried about Pot. Thank you, CL. Amazing. I'm trying to hold back tears. So the only thing I can do right now is just approve this bounty. Thank you so much for that. Bing Bambi was good. Amazing. Absolutely approved that one. We have another submission here, Kiwi. Before I do that, I am going to show you something really cool. We're going to add Pot as a neighbor for Toaster. So check it out. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna add this space as neighbor. Hold on. There it is. Now we should probably, well, let's get a picture over there of Pop Pot. We got to get Pop Pot's picture. All right, screenshot. We got our screenshot. Let's go ahead and add our picture here. See how easy this is? So easy that even Toaster did it. There we go. So we got Pop Pot's place, or as we call it, the Pot spot. Don't be disappointed by mine. I won't be disappointed. I appreciate everyone's effort. Hey, no one's better than anyone else. We are just all living in Pop Pot's world. Oh, this is amazing. This is adorable. This is actually a human pet right here. Amazing. This is so cute. This is so adorable. Yes. Oh my god. Yay. Aroha. Oh my gosh. This is adorable. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, more work but more reward. So adorable. If I could do double points on this one, it would be done. It would be done. Approval. Absolute approval. And we have a lot of other bounties here. We got a lot of bounties. Let's see. Might as well go through these right now. And make sure if you haven't already, go ahead and claim the Listen to Earn code Drizzle. You can easily go over to our homepage of our community. If you type !community. And you can claim the secret code. As long as you're not a bot, you'll be approved. And you can see we have right now a leaderboard campaign that's going to end in 3 days. That's right. And the people who come out on top of this leaderboard are going to walk away with the super prize of that sweet, sweet AG allocation. We're talking about buying better than the dip. We're talking about the very launch of a new token for what, and I think will be the biggest medieval strategy game in Web3. Personally, the game I look forward to, if you're not familiar, Aradina, it is a trading card strategy, battlefield tactics game. If you ever played games like Age of Empires, StarCraft, even something like chess, you're going to be super excited about this game. Oh my gosh, look, you can come back every day and do simple quests. You send your warriors out on quests after 12, 20, 100 hours. They come back, they bring you these commodities. You can then use these points here to upgrade your warriors. So your NFTs, they become stronger, more valuable in the market. You can sell them, but there's also in the future the opportunity to rent them out as mercenaries for other people's armies. So if they don't want to buy right off the bat, maybe they want to use your NFT and then you get a cut of their loot when they play the game. So think of that passive income so that you could use in these in-game commodities that you can then use to upgrade your warriors to sell them for more. Think about if you were playing Mortal Kombat, right? And each character in Mortal Kombat was an NFT. And in order to use Sub-Zero or Scorpion, you had to either A, own the NFT, right? And you get all the max rewards for playing the game. Or you could recruit or like rent it out and the person who's renting it can choose the price, maybe free, and just take a percentage of their loot that they get from in-game playing in-game. There's so many possibilities. Aradina is one of those platforms that is experimenting on the frontier of gaming. Kudos to them. And if you are at the top of our leaderboard at the next 3 days, and trust me, it won't be easy, but if you are at the top of this leaderboard, you're going to win yourself $500 in their AG allocation that's going to launch next month. Boom. You could sell that NFT right off the bat, that NFT that you'll get, that you can redeem. You could sell that on the market for half that price right now. So it's a sweet win for you. It's a sweet win for me. I hope that my sponsors will continue to give me dope prizes so I can reward the people here who are participating. If you want to claim some of these prizes, the easiest way you're going to get is just start by checking out some of these bounties. For instance, if you look at our leaderboard right now, the top player has 14,400 Aurum, right? And Kiwi, he's an OG, but he's completed most of the bounties. So it's really in the channel of the newcomers. Kiwi doesn't have that many new bounties to complete, so you have a chance to beat him. Sorry, Kiwi. I'm going to have to break the news. You can jump in there and you can easily get 5,000 Aurum right here for creating a house for your pet in OnCyber completely free, or creating a clubhouse dedicated for your warrior. That's already 10,000 Aurum. You're already 2/3 of the way. Sorry, Kiwi. Have to break the news. Also, right now, the stream is live. There's certain opportunities you can retweet. There's a lot of retweet opportunities, like letting people know right here about this event. You can hit this retweet. As you can see, many of our champions have already. Kiwi's not going to take it easy. And to make sure that you find out about it, each bounty, every time I post a bounty, it goes directly into our Imagine on Earth Discord announcements channel. So if you want to stay on top of these bounties and make sure you're at the top of this leaderboard, all you have to do is join our Discord. And every time I create a bounty, like right now, are there any artists in the community right now, any creators in the community in chat, or does anyone have an artist or a creator that they can drop a link for in chat? I want the Twitter for an artist. I want somebody to drop a link for any artist on Twitter in chat. Once you do that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to create a bounty so that we can all support that artist by following them. You can earn some Aurum by following a fellow creator. Simple as that. The special thing is that you can use that Aurum in our store as well. It's not just for the leaderboard. Those leaderboard points are actually a token. It is a fungible token called Aurum. It's our community token. You can use that in our store to purchase NFTs for places like Decentraland. Even buy a Twitch, an emote here on our Twitch channel. And we have other opportunities to buy NFTs as our sponsors give us. You can use it in our store. So the way that's different is like on OpenSea, if we had our own community token, you couldn't use that community token to buy something on OpenSea. On OpenSea, you're limited to Polygon, you're limited to the different chains that you're operating on. Here, this is a Polygon token. You can easily access anything we have in our store. We have a DAO, all the great things. The audio I sent you is on IG, is art. Oh my gosh, Tobik sent me something on IG. For me, sometimes I already learned the hard way that I need to pre-screen these things. Sorry, Tobik. We are 7 minutes away from our gallery launch event. I am super excited. I'm going to be actually having a takeover in 7 minutes. You're going to be done with me. A takeover on this channel is going to take place with Pink Bambi and Syence himself. Syence is going to come on, walk you through the gallery, talk you through the drop, this is the first time we're doing something like this in this space. So let me give you an idea, a better idea about what this is. In OnCyber, we are building a labyrinth, a root network, if you may, of music across Web3. Okay? So anyone who comes into this space is able to discover life growing at its own pace. I've already started to delegate access to the sounds of Web3 space to other artists. This is our first official drop event in this space. And we have a Discord channel. We have a Discord chat going. Let me see what's going on here. We have a Discord chat going in the OnCyber channel. Something's happening here. For some reason, I'm having some technical issues right here. So maybe we'll give it a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Appreciate your patience. What's a good show without some technical difficulties, right? Here we go. Listen, can't be stopped. Look at this. Team Artifact. You know what team I play for? You know what team I play for. Team Don't Stop. Shout out to Artifact. Approved me as an Artifact creator recently. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've arrived. So back to what I was saying. This is our root network, if you may. The way I think about this is like mushrooms. How they live in this sort of network. They're all these individual, but they exist within this network. And that's the way I see this Web3 music space going. Ultimately, our goal as a community in this Web3 music community is for us to have a decentralized network of pop-up music across Web3 that is just exploding uncontrollably. Today, it's Syence, Gina, Kevin on Earth. We got Bloomy. We got other artists coming in on the way. Shout out to Play. Shout out to Cromulon. We got some legends on the way. People designing their concepts in here. Look, if you go over here, you can start to see some other offshoots that we're starting to explore. Web3 acoustic, Web3 hip hop, Web3 jazz. So I'm adding access, delegate, just like a Google Doc, you know, giving access to different artists. And here you go. You can jump in, for instance. Some of these are empty right now, but this one right here, boom. If that ever happens to you, you just gotta refresh. You can check out Yamo. Woo! Hold on. Hold on.
I can't fall asleep, but I'm falling in love. Insecurity, he just keep calling me out. 난 머리 위에 탑을 쌓아 수만 가지로 도망가 되지 않아 너의 겨녀와 외로워. I can't deal with it, you better know.
So you might imagine sometime randomly you might walk through here. You're never gonna know what you're gonna expect. We're gonna be This is gonna be like jazz, just improv jazz. We're gonna throw a bunch of musicians into a cross-collaborative metaverse that anything can happen. But we aren't just waiting for that to happen. We're seeding that. We're bringing some amazing artists into the space. And this week, I've had the pleasure of working with a truly talented artist, and he's been showing me new ways of looking at what's possible through Web3, through the metaverse. And I think what we've accomplished in framing that, you're gonna see is something truly special. I'm gonna leave it up to them. I will be right back. Well, I won't be right back. I'm gonna give me 1 second. We're gonna reset up our screen, whatever, and we'll be right back with you. See you in a second. You know the microphone was on. Dude, everybody heard you.
No, it was a joke. But like, I was.
Everybody still hears you, by the way.
I was trying to go a little longer, but then the look on Jay's face, I couldn't even sustain a second.
All right.
Toaster, this has nothing to do with you. Sit down and no.
Toaster, excuse me. Toaster. All right. We're just resetting the screens. Oh dear. Don't put that there. What? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I'm just, because they can't see me. I'm messing with them. What is happening?
No, don't put that there. Oh my god.
People hear us. We're just messing with them. Toaster, you're gonna have to excuse.
Toaster said, "Where's mine? Where's mine?"
Okay.
Do you drink almond milk?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't want to hear us. I think they'd rather hear something else.
Not our voices.
How did you know about the almond milk? Wait, how did you know about the almond milk? Sneaky. here we are.
What up?
Alright. Hello, everybody. It's Takeover again. It's Pink Bambi again. Today we have
Syence.
Jay Keller with us. And
Syence. That's what we're doing.
Syence.
Syence is the artist.
Alright,
Syence.
Science. Okay. Sorry for revealing that. So Syence is with us today, and yeah, this is another pop-up interview without further notice, and we have Syence to share with us, and we're gonna start. We have different sauces, different heat. He will tell you more about his background and what would that mean for him and why we're doing this. But first and foremost, hello. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling anxious a little bit about these spices, but yeah, glad to be here.
Okay, usually
Explain
I
the
start people.
spices. I don't know what you're doing.
I usually start off with asking people to introduce themselves in 5 words.
Okay.
They could be independent words, just choose words that describe you as an artist today. Frame it.
Pure.
Okay.
Experienced.
Okay.
Energetic.
Alright.
Loving. And I only got one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go with empowering.
Ooh! Alright. So this is how we're gonna roll. If you have anything to say to the audience about why we are here today, and I'll let you do that without spices, but then starting after, I'm gonna start asking you questions. We're gonna take a level of spice per 2 questions, and then we're gonna keep moving on. You have water, you have milk, and yeah, we're just going to be safe, but there is a story here about a storm and feeling in a hurricane and having to lead with peace when things are spicy and crazy. So it was like nothing. I felt like there's nothing better than putting it into experience right now, to have somebody like try to talk about something they're passionate about while their tongues are tingling. He says he can take up spice, so maybe it will be very comfortable, but at least we will try to incorporate that feeling. And yeah, well, you can start eating, experiencing, and telling us about the origin of this story. Like, what is this project? What is this NFT that you dropped today? Tell us a little more about that.
Cool, yeah. First, I want to say shout out, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, Pink Bambi. Thank you, KOE. Thank you, Toaster.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Toaster.
thank you, community, for even having me here. And just like, wow, it's been such a cool, dope week of creating and just learning more. Earlier in the week, you know, KOE onboarded me onto NFTs.
That's
right?
awesome.
Which was awesome for me to experience that and experience OnCyber, and also experience my first forge with Artifact.
Oh
which
my
was, like,
god,
so
Artifact.
sick.
That's amazing.
Like, yeah, it was super cool. I definitely am gonna cop myself some. If y'all haven't heard about that Artifact drop, it's like out of this world. Please go check it out.
For someone who looks like this awesome, you guys should really check out Artifact and listen to the advice.
Yeah, it was so cool. But yeah, so thank everyone for being here. Thank you. And glory be to God, right?
Glory be to God.
So the story.
Okay, before you start us with the story, how about you grab your chips and we start trying them and
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. Wait, hold on. Okay.
you can try the first one without spices.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need to torture you, and then this is the level that goes 1, 2, 3, with 3 being the spiciest.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And oh wait, we're doing this right because Big Bambi's trying to find the spiciest food for me because I have Jamaican background, Jamaican heritage. I like to call myself Jamaican because my mom's.
I like that, Jamaican.
yeah.
Jamaican.
I definitely have to call myself Jamaican because my mom is from Jamaica, but I was born here in the States.
Yeah.
So to me, spicy isn't really spicy, and so Pink Bambi has been trying to find some spices that will really like, you know, toot my horn, you know. But we're gonna start with this, all right? By yourself. Let me get my gum out. All right, let's see. Okay. Hungry. All right.
All right. So while he tries this, whatever chip that I found that's actually
those
chili
are
and
good.
lime, we want Jay to probably. This is what I'm trying to get the audience to answer. To have a Syence answer. What's the name of the NFT project? Did you drop it or not? The drop was today, right? And tell us more about that specific NFT.
For sure. Okay, so the project is called Spring Waters, and it did drop today. It is on OpenSea. It's available on OpenSea. We do have a first collector already.
Guess who that is?
Yeah.
It's me, people.
Hey, look, first collector. Yo. Give it up for her. And what it's about, right?
Yes.
So basically, like you mentioned earlier, it's about finding the peace within the middle of a storm. You know, I think that a lot of the times in life we experience things, and the turbulence just gets a little bigger, a little bit more chaotic, and a little bit more crazy, and it's hard to find that peace. Hard to find that eye in the storm. You know, where it's the most peaceful. And so, yeah, that's what the project is really about. And we, KOE and I, developed it based on a group of samples, right, that we wanted the collectors to be able to use in, like, commercials or songs or...
Super cool.
Like,
super
whatever
cool.
they were
So basically to give a little bit of background about you, you are an artist, you are a singer, you've had a lot of music that has been released, etc. And then with KOE, you guys went and created an experience where you merged illustrations as well. With Toaster wants to try the spices. No, Toaster, we're not doing that.
Wait, also shout out to Toaster real quick, because
Toaster. We are dog friendly content creators.
Making these vocals, Toaster was trying to get on the mic, man.
Yeah.
He wanted to get on the mic.
Right. But what I was trying to say is that you were able to merge different types of arts, songs, music that you've recorded, illustrations. You put it on a Web3 platform on OnCyber. You could have somebody could say you could have done the same thing on Facebook or Twitter by creating the same video and audio, but I personally believe, I know that many of us believe, that the power of creating experiences in 3D spaces allow you to absorb the inspiration and what the artist tried to convey. Again, you said spring waters, you spoke about tropical hurricanes. Earlier in the backstage, you spoke about a very nice story. I invite you to start eating while I'm buying you time and start talking about this.
Okay, is it my solo spice one?
Yeah, start with the spices.
Okay, all right.
But this is for people who are listening to us. Earlier, we were really talking spontaneously about this, and not to bias anybody, but after he told me the story, I was like, oh, I want, and after going through the experience, I was like, oh, this is the one I want because it represents me, my brain, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is he told me a very cute story that I wanted to share with you. And please go ahead, tell us about
I don't think it's the cutest story.
I think
those of you that know, you know. If you know, you know. But my sister and I, it's just two of us. But she's always been the type of sibling to try to find out what it was that I was doing. I never was very upfront with her and being this is what's going on. I never confided in her. She would have to find out. So, when it comes to storms, right, and taking it back to the topic of spring water, right?
Right.
I was deathly afraid of thunderstorms when I was younger.
And that's okay. This is a place of vulnerability and like we're shedding some light on this fear that he had. He's saying he has fears of storms. Okay.
I did, and it actually came from a younger, an earlier experience that I had as a child, where I was at church with my dad, and there was a bad thunderstorm, and a lightning bolt hit the top of the church, and it caused a fire,
Wow.
and the whole church had to be evacuated.
Wow.
And as a kid, I remember that, and that's where the fear came from. And so, so that fear kind of manifested, right? And it kind of like developed its own head. It started, turning from droplets into like a tsunami, right? To the point where like my stomach would literally curl when I would hear a storm come in. If there was like a severe thunderstorm warning, you know that
Like
little sound.
this is how old you were.
Oh my gosh, I was like
7, like 10. Like 7, 10. Like
we're only on
so-
Spice Blood still, right? Okay.
Like, yeah, you're so
Guys,
Spice
I was 10 years old. I was 10 or 11.
Oh my god.
I was 10 or 11
oh my
and I was
God. That's
very
so
afraid
cute.
of thunderstorms. I was
And
very,
then like your sister was able to see that was what you were worried about because you will cry. when
yeah,
that
she saw it
happens.
as an opportunity. She's a freaking opportunist, my sister, that girl. She saw it as
Shout out to your sister.
Shout out to sis. She so basically, you know those little thunderstorm warnings where they'd be like, So that would go off, right? And I would get so scared. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, there's a storm coming. I don't know what to do. And I'd be like sitting down, like rocking. And like my sister would come over to me and she'd be like, hey, there's a big possibility that it's a severe thunderstorm. It's a really big possibility that it's a tornado. Whatever you did to me, that's why it's happening. And you should just tell me everything that you've done. If you took my CDs, if you messed with my hair product, if you told mom and dad about anything that I did.
It's now or never.
Now or never. You gotta
my
tell me
God.
now. And if you do, maybe the storm won't come.
And little you, 10, 11 years old you, would be just like, we'll go and spill it all and say everything.
Dude, I spilled all the beans. And I would get in trouble, of course, after the storm passed, right?
Yeah.
I would get in trouble for the things that I did.
So that was the past. That was you having fear of a storm, and that was like a funny thing. Siblings always have so many anecdotal situations. I'm not even gonna go into my siblings, but yeah. but so now the present is you embracing that fear and creating art around it. So yeah, do you want to share your thoughts about like maybe driving in the middle of a storm? And I'm not like really saying like a car driving, but I'm saying like how. Tell us more about that feeling and the music. Tell us like there is a lyric also that we will have people listen to.
Yes.
And like I want you to tell us more about that from Syence, the songwriter and the singer.
For sure. So there's like two current points that I brought in with this project when it comes to where I am right now with the storms. For me, one being finding that peace within the storm, right? People say sometimes that when they hear rain outside or they hear thunder, it's so peaceful to them that they can like almost sleep in it. I very much feel that energy now. I feel that peace that, I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Yes.
And it's actually a specific Bible story about when the disciples were on a ship with Jesus, and they were like, yo, Jesus, there's this crazy storm. We're so scared. And he's like, he wakes up and he's like, yo, like, why are you so afraid? Like, why are you so afraid? And that's actually the text that I say in the NFT, in the project. I say, why are you so afraid?
Why are you so afraid? Because like it's happening. you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, you're already there.
Earlier you also said like sometimes the most scary part about being in the storm is not when you are in the storm. It's like maybe before it, or usually it's like before it, because it's like maybe it's like just fear of the unknown, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Cool, awesome. So how many? Feel free to keep
The next
going.
one? Is it the next one?
Upping. Yeah.
The first one. Wait, am I supposed to comment on the first one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it was like sweet. It was tangy, right?
Okay.
It wasn't too spicy. It wasn't like, but I like the sweetness and the tanginess of it.
Okay, cool. And I think that was a habanero. It had ginger, I believe, in it. And that's what it was. And the tanginess was like chili and lime. Okay.
Got you.
Pass
Okay.
to the next one. All right. So I'm very curious about how many versions have you, like tell us about the drop today in numbers, like how many are they available, in numbers. Talk about your drop today.
So there are 9 available, 10 available, and each one represents a different type of like water or storm. So we take it from droplets all the way to a typhoon.
Oh wow! I remember because earlier when I was like going through the experience, so basically you're going through. Woo! Starting to sweat.
It was a little hot, not too hot. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like either you go from like droplets to crazy storm, or like so it's levels.
Definitely. I'm like, I would say like midway, right? And you'll totally see it through the immersive experience that KOE and I created. That like you'll see how chaotic the storm is becoming. Like it'll grow in a sense. So you'll see it 1 through 10. So and we made 100 of each of these sections. So you'll be able to
amazing.
And they're only 10-matic each.
So it's like
that's
$10.
amazing. Yeah, that's like very awesome price. I honestly got me one. I think I got one of the craziest ones of the storm, probably, because like I remember the pink and the splashing.
Yes.
How about the utilities, how they can use the sample license?
Yes.
We have somebody who's trying
to take back over his stream.
Oh, that's it.
Y'all see him down here? He's trying to take back over his stream. Nah.
We're still not done. We're still on level 2 spice.
Yeah.
We're still on level 2 spice. There are like lots of cameras that are going on. Some of them like.
We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube.
Let's go.
We're everywhere. We're in the metaverse.
All right, so we spoke about the meanings. We spoke about your fear of the storm. We spoke about how you feel about it now and embracing it and creating around it. Isn't it like fascinating? I always said like most of like the brilliant creative like inspirations for artists have been caused usually by fear or pain, and that's like because of how sensitive they are and how they embrace it.
Yeah, and struggle, I think it's Patrice Rushen, right, that says it, and she talks about your why, like your why is so important, and a lot of the times your why has to do with your experience and what you've been through, and you're able to build that off of what you've been through, your experience. And I mean, I'll say this, man, I remember when I didn't have a why, and and music wasn't about creating music to help people or to speak about my experience. And when it was that, I don't feel like it amounted to anything that was worthwhile for me. Nothing that had substance, and that's why I'm so like community and like driven by experience and some rawness and the truth behind what it is that you're creating,
Community. I love that word. Community is huge. I don't believe that any person or artists especially, because they are the ones who experience it like right there, right in front of them. Like the success of an artist is linked to sometimes that shared feeling with all those people, and that's like really a sense of community. So like, what does Syence have as a message for his communities, or what are you thinking of doing as coming back, like, because like you've been maybe away, you've had your own personal things, but now that you're back and now that you're onboarded on Web3, I know also that you have also different performances on, like with your Horizon group, and you can also take some time in the end to talk about that, invite people to it. I don't know if your community made it here, but that's also another community that we have to shout out to Horizon for. And you can feel free to talk about that. But before you talk about that specific community, tell us, what do we expect from you for your community in 2023? And you can also level up the latest spice. But before we go to community, because we did past and we spoke about present and creations, and I want to end with the future and the message that you have. I've enjoyed talking to you, but those are always pop-up interviews that are quick. But comment on the second spice.
Okay, the second spice, it was a little spicier. It was a little bit, I started feeling
But it had honey too.
Oh,
right?
Okay, that was
Like
the sweetness to it.
Yes.
I tasted the sweetness, but like once I ate it a couple of times, like I was like, wait a second, it's getting a little hotter here.
All right. The third one is a special one from me. It's a shout out to my community. It's like it's a Tunisian paste called harissa, and it's like a mix of many peppers, etc. I honestly found it at Trader Joe's. It's not from Tunisia, but Jasti is the thing. I did not put olive oil for him or anything, just to dare the Jamaican in him to do that. But just we will give him some empathy for this experience, and you can go ahead and start.
All right.
And meanwhile, as I said, what we will be asking him will be focused on community. What is he promising his community, or like envisioning the work of this year is going to be? Because we know once you're on board in Web3, you cannot stop creating. This is like an amazing time to be able to create. It's like the continuity. It's not something that you do today. Today you did a drop today, but it's like about what you continue to do later. It's like something you carry yourself while doing. It's like for example, like a brand is not gonna do a Facebook or Twitter post today and stop. It's a social media strategy. So like, what is your, and you don't have to tell us like the strategy of your artistry on Web3, but I think that I want you to feel proud of it. I want you to love the fact that you are being one of the innovator artists to go through that. So feel free to share with your community how, like, your plans and your vision for this year and beyond, of course.
Dude, that's so true. First of all, like, yeah, it's like it's momentum, and that you have to keep going, you know. And the first thing that I was gonna say before you had even mentioned, that was that when you decide that like this is what you're going to do, and that you're going to like follow through with the project, you have a responsibility to people to say, hey, don't give up on your dreams, right? But then also have like this blanket of opportunity underneath it to help uplift other people, right? So that's what I will say is the first thing for me. That's the first like thought and idea that I had, is that I want to uplift my community and like not only empower them and let them know that, like, you know, don't stop believing in what it is that you think that you can do and how you can contribute to other places that may need you, you know? So that's one, right? Two, I think that I really want my community to not be just a community of one singular voice.
Right.
Like I was talking to KOE about it the other day, and I think that communities who have different voices, but come together to create one singular voice is a beautiful thing, know. For a bunch of yes men in the house ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. We have enough of that, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so what I really want in my community in the future is to be a bunch of different voices to create one singular voice. I guess ministry is almost right.
Yes, like kind of like the wisdom that we achieve with the collective sharing.
Yeah, and the collective idea, and and communities, collectives, and ministries like that, right? They're built upon honor, they're built upon respect, right? And they're like built upon love, know, which
love.
is like super,
That's
super important. Love of each other, love of self, love of the craft, love of the community, love of what it's doing, So that's something that I really want, and I see for the future of my community. As far as the music and the arts, right? I won't speak too far in existence, right?
Okay.
But I definitely see. I'll start with future, move back. But I definitely see album EP NFT project coming very soon, coming as soon as I'd like it to.
All right.
And that definitely being in collaboration with other artists and other people, right?
As it should.
And moving backwards, there is a single that I am releasing June 6th.
Woo!
Right?
June 6th single, let's go.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm very excited for that drop. That's gonna
6-6.
Yup, 6623. Spread the word.
Yeah, 6 and 2 times 3 is 6.
Yup.
Wow.
See, but that just is so funny. That just like literally it came to me too. The date to drop, and I've like just been going with it since. But so I'll have that drop coming up, and so currently what I'm doing right now in my Horizon World meta community is, and shout out to Queen Hazel. And shout out to Jam, shout out to Kingpen. They have really helped me merge into this space and kind of onboarded me into it by kind of like managing performances for me, and they're builders in the Horizon World space. And so they've been kind of building different worlds and different things to cater to musicians, cater to artists, cater to community. And
How can people support them? Is there like a Twitter for that?
They do not have a Twitter. The best way to do so right now is to go on Instagram. You can follow Queen Hazel, or you can follow It's a Rap Podcast.
It's a rap.
Which one is there? One like which we?
I would go It's a Rap. It's a Rap Podcast. Yeah, rap like rapping.
This one?
No, not with the
W. Oh, the second one.
Not with the
W.
W. With the like rap.
Oh,
like,
it's a rap. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, cool.
Woo! I like that.
Followed.
So,
Very cool.
yeah, and you can also follow Queen Hazel.
I'm gonna make a bounty for this one.
Got you. But yeah, so we are building in Horizon and aiming to create worlds that are catering to the community, and so hopefully even with this drop that happens on June 6th, we may be, creating a like cool little world, in Horizon, maybe even spatial. We have some homies over there too, and just kind of like building on different platforms and like working together.
What's the theme? Give us like don't tell us too much. I like surprises, but like what's the feel? What are we going for?
Which one? The single? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people actually who are in the Horizon space have actually heard it. Already. I previewed it every Monday and Wednesday night. We have a show, and every now and then I'll sneak the single in there for them. Mm-hmm. But I'll say the vibe is redemption. I like
that.
All right.
And it's a huge thing. It's very the duality is similar in the sense that it's about finding the life in death, and that's all I'll say.
Amazing.
Wow, amazing.
How about
Kevin? Okay. You're still not back to your
Yeah,
strength.
dude, we're taking over.
We are about to give it to you back, but just like hold on with us. One last question that I have for you is what can you tell other artists who are shy or like still, for a reason or another, have not embraced creating in Web3, and whatever that means. I always believe that using these kind of words make it sound it's complicated. There is no such thing as in like create in Web3 specifically, but it's like more of like what kind of platforms do you engage with, and like because of your experience, you just got onboarded. Like, what do you tell people about this? Do you like what's your message for them?
I'm gonna start it with like a little bit of background with my just for those who didn't catch the other stream the other day about my experience with Web3. So I actually went through a couple of different Web3 spaces before I felt comfortable enough to start creating, you know? And I think it's like super ironic. Like KOE said, he and I have known each other for years, right?
True.
And I had no idea that he was like creating in Web3 spaces, right? And so while I didn't know that a close friend of mine was already doing so, I was like trying to find other communities that I like merged into, right? And while trying to find that, I felt like that at sometimes. I felt very shy. I felt like, you know, a lot of these people have known each other for years, you know, and like, you know, they develop these relationships. Like, who am I to like come in and just begin doing that? What it took was really some trial and error. Like, it took me like trying some stuff out and being like, okay, this is making me feel uncomfortable, but I'm gonna push through it because like I actually feel something here. I hear something that just like tingled in my ear, and I believe in that. I believe and I trust that, you know. And that's what really grew it. That's what really grew my confidence in Web3, and specifically in Horizon. When I found like that community, like it didn't take a bunch of yes men, you know, like I was saying earlier. It didn't take a bunch of people being like, oh yeah, you sound so good, because like honestly, like I'm like not even like, you know, glory be to God, you know. But I don't even mean to toot my own horn, but like I can hear that from anywhere.
He's got skills.
I don't, you know, yeah. And so it really took me understanding what they were about and what their drive was, what their why was, you know, for me to be like, wow, this is a community that I think that I can really vibe with, you know. And that's where I still am at now. And then of course I ran into KOE and was like, yo, KOE, what are we doing? And he was like, yo, this is where I'm at, guy. And I'm like, what? So, you know, it just ended up merging that way. But now that like I have that community that I've kind of like been building with myself, right? And I know KOE has his like community, you know, because we both love each other, we have similar whys. Like we're gonna merge those communities, man. And so now I have this like crazy confidence, like in the fact that I'm like, yo, not only do I like know people from my past, right? I know people that I trust. I know people that I'm learning to trust, you know, and like their dreams and their goals, and that just built my confidence.
Absolutely,
like,
and there is such thing that is called creative confidence. Actually, one of my favorite books, and check out that book. It's called Creative Confidence. Really cool. But thank you for sharing that. Thank you for joining our pop-up interview today.
Pop-up!
What are your thoughts on the last spice before we give back the show?
My thoughts are you're trying to kill me.
Kevin says we came for the harissa, stayed for the the beach, stayed for the harissa. Kevin, when he goes to Tunisia, he says we came for the beach, we stayed for the harissa.
This is dope, and this is yours. You created this.
No, this is a Tunisian paste, a spicy paste. You can find it in Trader Joe's. And yeah, I bought it from Trader Joe's. And
no way.
You can use it as a base for your sandwiches. Shout out to harissa, guys.
Shout out to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's Trader Joe's too. And yeah, it's like very cool. Wow. All right, thank you so much. That was Pink Bambi, and that was Syence. And congrats again on the drop.
Thank you for being the first collector.
Woo! Yes. Shout out, people. Bye.
Woo! Okay. So hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah. Hold on. I'm switching things back. 1 second. Be right back.
Oh, he is happy to be back. I hear it. He's
hold
like,
on.
"What's up, boy?"
No, you're not done. You're gonna come up here.
Yeah, but we guys.
Yeah, he's got to show them through the gallery.
You're not gonna help?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. Yeah, of course. You're gonna be right.
I still want that shot of almond milk, just because.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that shot. No almond milk for you.
Just because. Thank you. Ooh. Did you drip?
No, you good.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, now without any further ado, it is time to jump into this gallery. and let there's a really something special about this build right here, and we're gonna let Jay walk you through it. Or Syence. That
I can tell he's known me for a long time.
I've known Jay and worked with Jay for over 8 years, I think.
11, dude.
11 years. What?
I know Jay for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Alrighty, here we are. Syence, feel free to select any sort of model you can select here from the side.
Okay. I can't be like too big, right?
Yeah, well, I can get you through, and then I can make you big in the other room.
Okay. Let me see.
You got these, and then you got a bunch of other ones right here.
Let's do. Oh, I want the mushroom.
Mushroom? Where's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the mushroom's great. Yes,
Dope,
yes. All right, so as we go in here, something that I thought was like, I'm gonna say what makes me super excited about this project is the fact that you have the opportunity to access Syence's voice and his musical production by holding this NFT. This NFT comes with the unlockable digital file, the sample for each NFT. So you get 10 different variations on the theme, and each one being one that you can use to create your own video, to create your own song, however you want to use that. So imagine it like your access to his voice, and 10% of that primary sale is going to go to charity. And yeah, of course, if you want to support good art, this is the way to do it. So,
oh wait, don't forget the quote on the back.
Yes.
Okay. Says each NFT is a sample which evokes a sense of movement, showing the diversity of emotions spring waters can bring.
There we go. Spring waters.
Let it go.
Understand this is something that you can experience however you actually want to. There's no one right way to experience this build. But you're going to see an array of 10 different pieces. Each of them ranging. You want to actually explain it?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So each of them is going to explain the chaos of building from droplets all the way up to a typhoon. And so, as you can see, that one's the last one, but like KOE said, you can kind of go in any order that you like. But yeah, let's just start.
Let's just jump. I think I'm going to start from droplets. I'm going to start from the smallest. I'm going to go to the biggest. And in that way, as you approach each piece, you'll start to hear music as you approach each. So
I wanted to also say too that the idea, right, is that it's supposed to create almost like an entire like tune. Like you'll see by the end exactly what we mean. So just listen out for those things. All right, let's do it.
Why?
this one is called. This one is Misty. This one's Misty. The first one was Droplets. This next one is Rain Showers. What's the next one?
The next one is Thunderstorm. This is my personal fave.
You heard him. This is tropical depression. Certain things are turning up. Can you handle more? What's the next one?
The next one's Tropical Storm.
Tropical Storm. Here we go. This one is Hurricane.
Got that.
What's the next one?
Typhoon.
Typhoon. Here we go, level 9, intensity.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. This one's Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Hey, much love, iZone. This is the musical works. This is an amazing drop in collaboration with your boy, but this man produced this whole thing. This was his vision, and I had the pleasure of being able to empower that. You can see this entire experience come through. Listen, and you can mix and match them. So if you walk next to them.
Why?
There's an explorative, creative experience that you can have here.
Why?
It's like creating music as you experience this.
Step by step, dog. Step by step.
So like if you want to drop a freestyle with your homie but you don't have a beat, you can just come here.
Boom.
And then control your drops, you know? This can be the verse area, you know, like a...
Yeah, like we said, like each part grew and grew, like, you know, so you're able to like have an empty area right here and then go back to one.
Exactly.
Boom. Liddy.
Why? Because we like creating dope stuff.
That's why.
Let's go. Hey, Hazel's in the house.
What's up?
Hazel is in the house. Folk, Hazel, thank you for stopping through, and thank you for collaborating with this hugely talented artist right here we have, supporting his metaverse journey as we hope to do here as well. Folks, if you want to grab your edition of Spring Waters, there are 10 available. Each one has a different sample, so when you go in and you reveal unlockable content, you're going to get a link that is going to allow you to download the audio file for this piece. So this NFT being Syence's epic Genesis drop that also has its own gallery in Decentraland, in OnCyber. You know how long it would have taken us to build this in Decentraland? It would have this wouldn't be possible.
Probably super low.
It wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be possible. I mean, the ease and the speed. We built this in 2 days, folks.
Yeah.
This entire thing, the music, was created, the graphics, the space, the event, everything was created across 2 days. What do you think about the experience?
I think that was like probably the easiest experience ever. And like Pink Bambi was saying with confidence, yo, like now that I know that you're able to do this in 2 days and how easy it was for us to create this, like
imagine what you're gonna do next.
Imagine what I'm gonna do next.
Well, so we're gonna keep this gallery up. This is gonna be something that's gonna be here for a while. I can't imagine any reason why we should ever take this time anytime soon. If y'all want to come in, you can even click here and place an offer. OnCyber allows you to actually place offers. You can also, like I said, go on the actual listing of each item. It is in the On Earth collection. You'll be able to easily find it right there at the top. Shout out to Pink Bambi for the first sale. It is only 10 Matic, and that's a beautiful thing. Imagine buying an artist's, sample directly from an artist like this. Using NFTs makes it possible. If one day, Jay, when he goes super big and he has millions of followers, imagine holding a sample that gives you the right to use his. That's like, imagine having a sample of Prince's voice from early on in his career that you could hold on to, and then later on down the line, having that audio file. Imagine the value of that.
Yeah, dude. And also, like I said, there's so much more to be created. So the amount of unlockables and things that like the holders are going to be able to get is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Do you think you're going to do more stuff like this, like giving like samples and creating, all this kinds of stuff? Like,
oh yeah, definitely incorporating it into actual drops too as well. I know Sound XYZ is its own thing, and like if I decide to like create like an EP drop or something, like I'll definitely do something similar too, because why not?
Absolutely. What do you think about the experience of having like an immersive space for your drop rather than it?
It's the future, bro. It's the future. I think also like so I used to do visual merchandising as well, right? And with that, one of the things that they talk about is that you want to do something that is going to incorporate all 5 senses, Like if somebody can like smell it, if they could taste it, if they can hear it, if they could feel it, you're immersing them into this experience, and you're connecting them to it. So I think the more that we're able to feed into the 5 senses or the sensory ability of our creations, then like the further we get, and I want people to be able to create that.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I think yesterday we did create a bounty to make sure everybody's going out and showing some love over for Syence. Yes, over here. Follow the Syence guy on Twitter. And it's simple. You just click here, follow. I'm already following, so I'm all good. So now I can click claim. It'll wait 10 seconds for us. 5, 4, count it down. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And there it is. I claimed my Aurum. It puts me on the leaderboard. I'm going to drop the last listen to earn code. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. What should the secret code be? You heard him. What do you think?
Let's make it
Syence.
Let's make it Syence.
Syence, y'all.
Syence fair.
Syence fan. I like that. 500 Aurum right there for you for that secret code. Only the first 5 people are going to get it, so go ahead and claim that quick. Syence fan, I'm dropping it, the exact spelling there. Make sure you get it right on our community page. You can enter that, and maybe in the future when you do a drop, you can send some stuff our way and we can put it into the store.
Heck yeah. Or create some bounties out of it.
Absolutely.
Totally. Yeah. That's the other thing too. Anybody who came like from the communities or people that I invited as well, please follow this guy right here. Like again, these communities aren't going to work unless we're merging them together, unless we're supporting each other
100%
to make this happen. So yeah, if you haven't gotten on Expand and like started up your bounties or anything like that for you to collect your Aurum, do it now. Do it now. Follow him on Twitter. Follow the Discord. Do all of that right now. So we're all connected. All right.
Much love. Yes, and please make sure we're linking up. Tweet at me so I know that you're. So I'll follow you back. Let's keep growing this community. Let's make this the dopest artist Web3 community. As you can see on the top, my goal here is at Imagine on Earth is to onboard the next 1 million creators, and I think that happens just at one conversation at a time. Syence and I, we spent an amazing week this week working, creating, building, and I have to say it's been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see what you create next. I can't wait for our next collaboration.
I can't either.
And you better bet that, whatever, this is going to stay here, but when you build your next thing, whatever, we will link it into these individual spaces. Right, and we're definitely going to need to add some more genres, I think.
Oh yeah.
But imagine this as like this multi, like you could fall into any direction and discover, what's happening, different artists, and each of us connecting our spaces. So if you're tuned in, you can build one of these spaces for free. It costs no money. If you go on OnCyber.io, There are different curated spaces that builders do put on the marketplace, like that one that you saw. That is like a curated space. But they have free ones here as well. Like you can see the free ones, and you can build your own space, have your own gallery event. I do not work for this company yet. I've definitely sent in my application. But, you know, until then, I am just brazenly showing my love and support for everything that they do for creators, because they empower us to easily create. You can live stream in these things without having your own server. You can put your YouTube stream. Everything that you see that we built for this Syence drop that we did today was done using this space. So definitely gets a cosign by me, because you can jump in there. And if you want to do your drop like this, you can do it too.
Make that too, yo. Honestly, like there are some platforms that is like really hard for me to build on, and I gotta say, like this was a very, very easy platform for me to build on. Not to say go like drive away from your other platforms, but even this fool was able to do it. So
have this be a connection, like a little offshoot. You know, like that's the way it is. What I've seen is interconnecting worlds, and it's very easy. You can actually put links to your other worlds in here as little portals, interactive portals, as well as this one right here that you can make doors into portals into specific spaces. So I can make this door a door to your world, right, that then is a direct connection to your, you know, joining your other, to
another platform.
Absolutely. It's all about like, look at this. This is a website that's integrated right into it. Our website here for our community rewards.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Boom, boom.
So you can do things like including your, you know, playlist, like if you're an artist, your Spotify playlist. All these things are super easy and available. And really that's the goal of this stream that I do here, is just to show other people what's possible. I love how you said empowerment was one of your main words.
Yeah.
I love that. We're all about that here.
Yes, sir.
Any last words to give for the community for today?
Thank you. I love you. I honor you. I appreciate you. Oh,
Show them the back of your jacket. This jacket is insane. Wait.
Yo, I got this is probably my favorite jacket.
This jacket is insane. Look at this. All right,
where we at?
Boom. Worry less, it says. Wild. I like that.
Now officially my favorite jacket like ever.
I love that. It's a real pleasure, Syence.
It was such a pleasure. Thank you, Pink Bambi. Thank you everyone that came out.
Yeah, this is just the start. I mean, I think the next thing is we're going to have more events. We're going to keep connecting and keep building this community stronger and bigger. And at the end of the day, just in what we've learned in our journeys in Web3, we know that it's changed how we exist as artists. And by what we're doing today, some artist is going to see this. You know, there's like a small handful of people here. But for me, I never look at it that way. I think about the hundreds of thousands of people that are going to see this later down the line, that are going to be inspired by this. And they're going to know it's okay to not know what the outcome is going to be. Just trust that you're creating something that's meaningful, that you know your why.
Yep.
And everything will fall into place.
It'll always fall into place. And it's so crazy, too, because honestly, like I said, like Kaylee and I have known each other for years, and that's always been like our driving force. We've been like, yo, you know, let's just trust in the fact that we're doing something that we care about and that we love and that we think is going to become something great for other people, and everything else will fall into line. And like,
it's working out pretty well.
We're working out pretty well.
All right, y'all. I will catch you soon. I'm definitely gonna keep promoting his stuff, so this won't be the last time you hear from Syence. All right, y'all. Peace out. Thank you all for coming. Much love. Peace out, Hazel. Peace out, Kiwi.
Peace, Hazel. Peace, Eyes.
Pretty Hazel. Appreciate you. Eyes up in here.
Thank you, King.
Appreciate you all. Peace out.
Peace.